Hey guys, this is James from South Texas RC and BRB Racing. What I'm coming with you today is how to change your axles on your ARRMA products. I've had a lot of people ask me, like today I broke this axle here where I can show y'all, but I've had a lot of people ask me, they go get axles and they're like, man, what do I do? Do I pry this apart with something to get it out of there? No, you do not pry this thing apart. There is actually a 2mm screw that's on the inside of here that you take out. So I'm running out of daylight, guys. I got to show you real quick how to do this procedure. So let me get you focused down here real quick on the truck. So in this case here, we're going to pull the wheel. I've already got the wheel loose for y'all. Pull off the wheel nut. Set that aside. It's going to be a 2mm. You're going to take it off right here on the top on your carrier. So take the bone off the carrier. Okay. There's another 2mm here. Take that off the carrier because you want good, clear, straight access. Set that aside. I'm going to pop the carrier. You're going to take a small bit driver. I like to do, go through here to push the pin out. And just use a pair of pliers to grab it and to go ahead and pull that pin out. Okay, and set that aside. Let's go and take the carrier off, pop the axle out. And when you're in here, guys, you can go ahead and clean up your bearings too, get everything lubed up real nice. So then here on the truck side, we're going to go through with a 2mm. Axle is hollow, as you can see. Go up inside of it. And if you want, you put a, we're not going to save this axle, we'll just jam it real quick with the driver and the yoke. Unscrew this. So we're unscrewing the 2mm screw that's inside. Screw into the diff. That should be good. Pop that out. Grab the axle. You might have to put a little bit of force behind it on the diff side. Pop it out. When you have it out, I like to clean stuff up, so wipe out any debris that you have here. Wipe around the side of your case. Make sure it's nice and clean. Don't want any dirt getting up on the splines or anything. Then you're going to take your new axle. Remember, the tube side goes towards the outside and the spline side goes towards the inside. Take this, pop it in on the splines. Take your 2mm, go through the inside barrel of your axle. Okay, grab a hold of that axle, snug it down. And don't make it splitting tight, but you want it good and snug. Okay, now we're going to take this side, and this is where people go, well, how do I get this sucker apart? Just pop your bearing off. Same thing, go through it with the 2mm, through the inside of the axle. Grab a hold of it, unscrew. Once you get it fully unscrewed, grab the front, pop it out. Same thing, wipe it all down real nice. You're going to seat it inside of here. Go back through with your 2mm, through the tube of the axle, through the U-joint. Tighten it down. Get it good and snug, not stripping tight, guys, but nice and snug. Slide that assembly up onto the truck. With the carrier, if you want, pop the bearing out. You can use one of your tools, just pop it forward, get the bearing out. Same thing, wipe out the inside of your hub. Get any dirt and debris that's inside there out. Now on lubing bearings, do not use WD-40, guys. You know, WD-40 stands for what? Water Displacement 40. We're not trying to displace water, we're trying to lubricate. So you can use a 3-in-1 oil. I'm using some machine oil for actually a Singer sewing machine tonight. So we got the hub wiped out real nice. Take the bearings, wipe all the dirt and debris off on the outside that are on your bearings. Get them nice and clean externally. I like using the machine oil or the 3-in-1 oil because you can actually squeeze the bottle and force oil down. So just take it, and I like to force some oil down onto the bearing. Flip it over, push that oil inside. Do the same to your outer. And then I like to spin them around a little bit. Make sure they're not gritty or anything binding. And just take them and wipe them off clean externally. Pop your bearings back in. Okay. Slide that back over. Actually, you can take it all the way out if you want and kind of press down and make sure your bearings seat. So we got the bearings seated on. Slide that back onto your truck. On that swing pin, guys, same thing. Wipe it nice and clean. I like to use a little bit of machine oil on it also. And just remember the back side, it doesn't go through, it's the front side. Sorry for the late video, guys. I've been working all day today and I didn't get a chance to get this done. I wanted to show you all, so it is getting dark. So go ahead and put that swing pin back in. Sometimes it doesn't want to line up. You just got to wiggle it a little bit, put it in flush. Remember to put the little tiny screw back in. And the same thing, guys, you don't want it busting tight. You just want it to go in, stop. Got some aircraft going over. Sorry about the noise from the aircraft, guys. This is what happens when you do live footage videos with no cuts. So you go ahead and put that back in place. Put your top screw. Line this back up on the top. Same thing, tighten it down. Do not put it to where you're torquing on it. Just wind it till it stops. Okay, it is stopped. You just give it a little sure, snug turn. That is all. Then on your wheel, of course, you're going to have the pin. Search for it here. Like I said, it's getting dark. Got one in here. I'll find the other one here in a minute. Okay. Go ahead, take your pin, place your pin back through. And I like to make sure I turn the pin going sideways like this. That way it doesn't fall out or anything on me. Then actually the hex stayed up here in the wheel for some reason. But you can also just take your driver if you want and push it out. Same thing on your hex. Go ahead and wipe it off. Make sure it's nice and clean. No grit, no granules inside. There's a little keeper that's here on the side. Let's go ahead, put that on. Same thing. It's going to be a 2 mil. Tighten that down. Snug, not busting tight, guys, because it is in aluminum. Okay, remove that. Replace your wheel. On the outer screw. Snug it down. And there you go, guys. That's how you do a axle on an ARRMA product. So I hope that was a big help to y'all. And until next time, guys, I'm out.